Hi guys, welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed and today is episode 1 of season 5 of FC Oss. We're finally in the big time. So yes, we are in the Eredivisie at last. So 4 full seasons in the Jupiler League and we're up into the top division of Holland with little FC Oss. It's amazing. It's been a strange summer. To be honest, I've just been clicking through a lot and scouting a load of players and signing players and forgetting what I've done. So this will be a good recap for me as well as you. We've also got the first game of the new season against Excelsior, who you might remember we've played in the cup at one point before. It's also Riley Backboard's first club, so that'll be fun for him. Let's have a quick look around the club though. So finances pretty similar to what they were, around 6 million in the bank. That'll probably increase through the season. We spent a little bit of our original budget of 912k. I think that reduced because I put something in scouting. Wage budget, we've got 10k outstanding, but that's about 10k over what we were spending last season per week, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's have a look at some of the ins and outs. So if we look here, who did we release at the end of the season? So nothing else really happened towards the end of the season. I signed a couple of players up on freeze, amateur deals who ended up being terrible, so I just released them immediately. So that was easy enough. Is he at VVV? Well, okay, maybe he wasn't too bad. Who knows? But this season, we've had Gibbert go out on loans. He's the Portuguese fellow. I've basically extended everyone's deals. Actually, I say that. People like Butnick and whatnot, a couple of people left on freebies, but I don't know where they are because they're not really appearing. Matters not, I'll find them at some point. But yeah, it's very much the same team. It would be the same starting 11, but Maxwell is suspended for the first game of the season. But let's run through the transfers super quick. You're going to meet him all through the season anyway. So this guy, I think I showed you, we signed him up on a free transfer. He's 21, centre mid, 4-star potential, 2.5-star current. Kind of just a bit of depth, really. To be honest, he's sitting in the reserves for some obscure reason, probably because he's not very good. Because 2.5-star isn't even good enough for the Jupiler, apparently. And that's interesting because we've got a few of those hanging around. We signed Andrew Ives from Cliftonville on a free, so there you go. The Northern Irish and Irish thing is still growing really strong. You'll be pleased to hear. He looks good. He looks like the next Maxwell, so he's sort of there to give a bit of cover to him, I suppose. £800 a week, 2.5-star current, 5-star potential. Emre Taskin comes in on a free from NEC, which rhymes, and I'm not Steve Grimes or whoever a common rap artist would be these days. I don't know if Steve Grimes exists, but maybe he'll be my new alias. He looks pretty good, well-rounded, Turkish, 19 years old, 3-star current, 5-star potential. A lot of good colours on there. Unfortunately, Birmingham's got that place nailed down, so it's just as well he wants to be a rotation. But everyone now is signing up deals for like 3 seasons at least, which is nice. So we're doing less of the clauses, the extension clauses, things like that, because we just don't need to. Saraiva comes in on a free, Portuguese, so the Portugaelic connection continues. I don't know if I've put that in a title of the video yet, but I certainly should do. This is a reminder to me because I've still got a few to edit from last season which need to go out. We've signed a few of these sorts of players who are centre mid / attacking mid and want to be advanced playmakers, and we don't actually play an advanced playmaker. And Bobby McKee, who was our sort of backup centre mid last season to Backboard, he already kind of has that position, but these guys look like they could be better. 3-star current, 5-star potential, 2.3k a week, so I think he might be our highest earner, but we'll see. But looks really good, and I'm going to give Backboard the start of the season, but he might not last, because some of these guys are already as good as him, if not better. But I love Backboard, I want him to stay on as long as possible. McCulloch from Cliftonville, 40k, I think I showed you at some point last season, 2-star current, 4.5-star potential, comes in, £800 a week for a couple of years. He'll appear sporadically. Grant McDonald is an amateur sitting in the reserves. I'm not sure if I'm going to offer him a deal. He's got 4-star potential. It'll be nice to have some actual... You know what, I'm going to offer him a deal right now because it'll be nice to... Something broken here. Why can't I offer him less than £7,000 a week? Something's broken here. We'll revisit this in a second. I might need to close the game and restart. Maybe it's glitched out. Could you imagine? We'll investigate that in a second, but it'd be nice to have some cover in defensive mid, but that's weird. Robert Keenan has signed up on a free... No, he signed up for 4K. I think he might have been arranged. He's got some really good mentals and physicals for an 18-year-old Northern Irish lad. 4-star current, 5-star potential. Again, he wants to be an attacking midfielder. I'm retraining him to be a centre mid on attack, basically. I don't want to ruin him. He's a promising attacking mid, but he looks like he could be good. He does look like a young version of Backboard, but with better ability already. He will get some good game time this season. Colin Douglas comes in for 70k from Livingston. Don't know why I paid so much for this guy, but he's 3-star current, 4.5-star potential. Comes deep to get the ball. He's an attacking mid, but I'm retraining him as an advanced forward. He's lacking a couple of areas there, but overall, not too bad. He does like to come deep to get the ball, so that could work well in the advanced forwards we play, because we do play 2 of them. So he'll get some game time as well. Peter Hassan comes in for 3.5k, so I'm rushing through these. Can play left or right back, primarily a right back though, either footed though, which is good. Are you trained to be an actual fullback? Yes, you are. Good stuff. 2-star current, 5-star potential, so he is just cover on the bench. Probably a better option than Timu Turo or whatever he's called. Shows how much I played him last season. Who kept coming on as a sub, but he's like verging on 21 now, so he's probably done for growing really well. This guy's the future in that department in case we lose anyone. We signed Owen Kelly up on a free from Newcastle. Yep, so my team. So he plays all the way up to the left. I haven't changed his development schedule yet. He's 18, 2-star current, 5-star potential. I see a bit of Apai about him, which is the same as seeing a bit of Gareth Bale about him, right? So actually, I think I'm going to... Tell you what, for now, I'm going to stick him on as learning the winger position. And we'll see how it goes. We're still a bit active, but nothing's really going through yet. And the final one who's just come in, who's this guy? Kevin Varela, a Cape Verdean under-20 international, who he signed up from Lexoir. I'm probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. Oh, so he's Portuguese. He's a Portuguese-y type guy. Looks pretty good. 20 years old. Soon to be 21, but 3-star current, 5-star potential. Really good physicals. Look at the pace, the strength. Mentals aren't fantastic, but finishing is good. Heading is good. Passing is woeful, but we might make something of him. So that's kind of the team. Hello to all of them. We had a couple of staff movements. We got another coach. We got another scout, so we're about to sign those guys. Basically signed up some different under-19s guys because a couple of them left. And we've just asked, I don't know why I asked for this, it was so pointless. I've asked for the stadium to be expanded. So we'll get another 2,000 seats. It will start at the end of the season. Well, I don't know why they didn't do it at the end of last season when I asked, but hey-ho. So at the end of this season, they'll start work, and then a couple months into the season, we'll have almost 7,000 hopefully in the ground every game, but we'll see. I'm not overly confident we'll fill it. I'm going to quickly try, because I've had some unhappy players this summer because I don't want new deals, because obviously I've just extended a load of deals without actually giving them more money, so no one's pleased. But if we jump in, for example, I'll tell you, I might as well go on the tactics screen, because it's the same team as same team as last season, first starting 11, apart from Ives comes in for Maxwell, who is suspended for this first game. The subs are about half the same, half difference. That's interesting. Once a few of these left backs who come through the academy become 18, they'll start making game time off the bench as well. And a load of these guys we've just offered out for loan. But someone who has been asking for a deal, for example, is Darren Kane. And the issue I had was he's on 1.5k a week. If I go to offer him a new contract, I might have to report this as a glitch. Why can I not offer him less than 7.25k? Do I have to type it in manually? Let's try that. There's something wrong with this. I'll figure it out after this game, but I'll bring this game to you first, because that's the reason I didn't offer him or McKee a new deal, even though they've asked for it, is because I was like, they want 7k, they're not getting 7k off me. But if that's very strange. But yeah, I'll figure that out. But yeah, same team as last season. We are expected to finish. Where are we expected to finish in the Eredivisie? I haven't looked at this at all. No one's played with the first game of the season, which is really exciting. Season preview. Oh, wow, we're expected to finish bottom. I mean, there's a few teams on 1,000 to 1, but we are expected to finish last. Oh, good. Let's get into it. Have a go. Have a look. See how we get on. I'm excited. Squad number needs to be given to one guy, Kevin Varela. Oh dear, he can be number 42, because why not? Yeah, hopefully the reserves off the sub bench will dissipate over time as we send a load of them on loan to get game time, which will be good. I'm going to say we've got nothing to lose here. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to ask for. Again, we beat this side a couple seasons back in the cup, but that doesn't really mean anything anymore. And some of the numbers that are floating around in the transfer market now, I've not heard of this guy in real life. I think he's called Delict. Some of you might be able to help me out on that. I think he used to play for Ajax or starts as Ajax in this save. Went to PSG for about 20 million, but went to Chelsea, I think, in the summer of this save for 120 odd million. It's crazy. So if players are like a couple years away from being that good in this league, we might be in trouble. Marta is down the right. Can he get a cross into Kane? He can, and Kane puts it into the bottom left corner within seconds. Oh, seconds, it's about 5 minutes in. It's a good start. We're first. Pin it on the wall. We're top of the Eredivisie within 5 minutes of us being in it. In the season. Classic joke. Absolute classic. I don't know, I've looked around at other options, so like Silva on the right, Apa on the left even, as much as, they've equalised, don't pin it up on the wall, as much as they are great players and great options, we dropped down to second, this is outrageous, alphabetical stuff I guess, they are good and they perform really well, but I feel like we should be going for better players now, but I really don't like signing players that actually exist. I don't connect with them as well. These are players I like to nurture players. And real life players have already been nurtured in real life by their parents. I feel like these players parent, which is ridiculous. I just prefer it though. If someone comes up that I love who's just getting on a bit, then yeah, I'll go in for him and it'll be quite nice. I remember signing Colaccini when he was like 38 for Fleetwood back in the day. But yeah, Backboard and Moose are the only survivors now who are just real players. And Backboard's probably on his way out the side in a few games if he doesn't start off like a house on fire. And Moose, I've been looking for a new goalie, but I've just not quite been able to find anything just yet. But there's just not quite enough out there. We've got a good amount of money to spend, but it's enough to bring in like one real quality player. Marta's in the box. Sorry, I was just chatting over that. Darren Kane gets down the left, crosses it for Marta, who heads it into the corner. So that's our front two have both scored, both assisted each other. It's like nothing's changed. We got enough for like one decent signing. Someone who'd probably be an upgrade on Apai. Came up for about 700k, but that's our budget gone. And he wanted about $5,000 in wages. I don't feel ready to pay that amount yet. I kind of want us to stick in the division a year and make some money first. Probably going to end up losing a couple of these guys over the season, which is a shame, but true. It's a golden generation. Kane on the left now from a throw-in, gives it to Olarte. Back to Vasquez. Kane, low cross in, and there's the own goal. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, this team, considering the amount of potential that's still in them and how well we did last season, you do wonder what we could achieve this year. The team meeting at the end of the year, everyone just wanted to... I don't think I've showed you the results from the end of last season. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute because I can't remember them. I don't think as well. I think we drew and lost, so I don't think we won for a good 6 months or so by this point. They wanted to avoid we were told to try and avoid automatic relegation by the board. The players thought very much the same. I said, let's get a bottom half finish, and they're like, that's too ambitious. I was like, okay. Marta's in from a deep cross from Kane. It's 4-1 inside half an hour. I'm so glad I've changed nothing. I'm so happy. This is the right decision. Ives gets in with a header. Kane from deep just spots this run from Marta. He's just got between the centre back and the left back. They've both ignored him and they've been punished. Marta's just giving it a bit of that to the crowd. I don't know. I feel like we could really push on this season, and I think we could get maybe a top half finish, maybe even go for a European spot. I know we're 4-1 up. It's easy to say on the first game of the season and get ahead of yourself, but sorry, I sensed a little burp coming because I've been drinking loads of Pepsi Max this evening, which is great preparation for being on camera and speaking into a microphone for 10-15 minutes. But yeah, we've just been so good for about a season now, and these players are just getting better and better. Most of them, I mean, Moose and Backboard aside, there's potential in all of them to get better, and it's exciting. And I don't know, I just sense something about the side, the way we play. Again, it's easy to say that when you're battering a team in your first game into the top flight. They might get a chance here. It's a terrible header back by Birmingham. Vermeulen gets a goal back just before half time, and it's going to make me look really stupid now, isn't it? When we inevitably draw 4-4 or lose. Well, there's another highlight just before half time with 30 seconds over the 2 minutes. Kane puts it into the box. Marta's there. Somehow heads it over from about 3 yards. I mean, I think 4-2 flatters them. I'm just going to say I'm very happy. I think it flatters them. Birmingham's made a terrible mistake. But so far it's just our front two has run them ragged. We've given them a goal. I don't know. What do you think we can do? Go on, let me know. If anyone's watching this, even the regular couple of guys, Kyoto and Dodgy and Luke. I don't know if Tiger still pops in. He might do occasionally. Like, if anyone is watching, is that going to get pulled up? It looks like a foul. No, not a foul? Okay. So oh, this is the worst commentary ever. Vasquez, we start the highlight of the free kick from Vasquez on our left side. Backboard, takes his time, plays it wide to Silva, who goes for a deep cross. Oh, it's not that deep. He runs to the byline, tries to give it to Marta, who just trips up their keeper. It goes over and into the net. It's 5-2. Now it's a corner. Silva knocks it into the box. Defender clears it a little bit. Kane is there, doesn't get a shot away. In fact, they might get away now. And they do. Sleegers puts it wide. Ooh. I don't know. Where do you think we'll finish? Give me a prediction. Give me a player of the season. I need to show you all that from last season as well. Who won it? Marta won Young Player of the Season. No one won Player of the Season from our guys, even got in the top 3. Marta also got top goal scorer. I won Manager of the Season, which was good. So I've got a fair few achievements popping up there. Kane, oh my word, he's rifled it into the top corner. It's 6-2 after an out. Oh my word. What can we do? I mean, Backboard, he knows I'm threatening to replace him. Can I drop him in this form? Marta runs at the defence, draws in 4 players, gives it to Kane, takes a touch and just smashes it into the left-hand side of the net. And the Oss fans are going crazy. They both scored 2 and assisted 2, Kane and Marta. I mean, Excelsior have had 19 shots. Oh, I was about to make changes, but we've got another highlight. Marta on the right now. Gets tripped up by Ruben Ferreira. It's got to be a red. He's already on a yellow. Send him off. This should we make it painful? Should we just go for it and just see what we can do? Let's keep it as it is for a minute in terms of tactics. I will make a couple of changes quickly. So Olave is struggling a little bit. We don't really have any defensive mids, but do we need one right now? I'm going to bring Keenan for his debut. I'm going to move you there. Backboard, shift over to be a centre mid on support. Sorry, mate. 7.8 so far. Keenan, advanced playmaker, attack. So either you the one I'm training to be, or is Keenan? Oh, I don't know. There's so many of these players now. So many people on the bench that I don't really remember. Colin Douglas is the one we're trying to be a striker, but Varela looks good. Ooh. Let's put you in for... I'm going to get butchered whatever I do here. Marta comes on, and then I might bring on Peter Hassan for a debut at right back for Birmingham, who's struggling a little bit. And we will stick with that for now. 20 minutes to go. We made all 3 of our subs. Silva cross in from the right, from a corner in fact. Sorry, not a cross really. They clear it, which they've done already once. We've got about 5 players back, but they're starting to break and no one is going in for a tackle. I can't really tell you why, because I don't know why. It's 6-3. In all honesty, I'm pretty disappointed by that. All it takes is... Who is this? Who's this joker? Let me click you. Azevedo just needs to step in and go for a tackle and force that pass early, which he wouldn't be able to make. But as it is, they then got an overload down our left side, their right side attacking, and there it is, 6-3. When they got a man sent off, I was sort of hoping for a bit more here. But I'll leave it. I'm not going to muck around trying to overload wingers and stuff like that. 5 minutes to go, 6-3 up. Moose has been on a 7.4 apparently, despite conceding 3 times. There's 2 minutes to go of injury time. We've got a highlight. They knock it long. I guess Ives being at the back instead of Maxwell is maybe a little excuse for conceding 3, maybe 4. It's a deep cross. They've got another chance to knock it into the box now, which they do. They're just crossing it somehow constantly. That is a huge tackle. It's gone in and missed. And Moose doesn't have to tip it over the bar. It just pops straight over. There's a minute to go, which could be really annoying if it's nothing. But let's hope not. But we started with a win, whatever the score is now. We started with a win. Kind of where we left off last season to an extent. We drew a load of games towards the end of last season. We didn't perform that well, but... Well, no, we performed well. We just weren't winning games. We kept throwing them. And this is sort of in the same vein, but we've just been a lot more clinical. Which is just as well, because it's 6-4. That kind of takes the shine off it a little bit. And I thought when they had a load of shots earlier in the game that they were just hitting them from range. They've had 22 shots. 6 of them have been long shots, which isn't actually that many for 22 shots. 5 half chances, 3 clear cut chances. We've had 1 clear cut and 6 half. Arguably, I'd say we've had more clear cut than that, but apparently not. I actually think in terms of good chances, it's been pretty even, but we've just been a lot more clinical. But I'll give us a little break because I traditionally start the season terribly anyway. And with our best defender suspended, we're always going to concede a few. But there it is, 6-4. If that doesn't come up as game of the season already, then I don't know what will. That's outrageous. Yeah, happy times. Let's see what leaves us in the table. And obviously that was a huge joke. Of course we're first because we're the first team to play. I did know that, as much as you won't believe me. So yeah, 6-4, our first game of the season. Let's just check a couple of the inbox items. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, a few players making their debut. I'm going to send the assistant to that. Fitness concern. Andrew Ives, a little jaded and could do with the rest. You've literally just come here. Well, I think he was at the Under-19 Championship. So maybe that's it. Marta on form. De Graaf Chapon Essenbol, this random Cameroonian fellow, back up, but he's never going to get played here, so it's better than nothing. Yeah, let's look at what we did at the end of last season super quickly. Oh no, we did win a game. So after Young PSV, which we drew, which you might remember, or did I show you that one? Yeah, it took the shine. I remember taking the shine off. We beat Sparta, and then we drew against Young Ajax. So we won the league by something like 5 points in the end, which is a bit disappointing, but better than nothing. Did NEC go up? No, they didn't. That's a bit of a joke, isn't it? I'll have to properly look at that at some point. Oh no, Willem 2 went up. Sorry, just very quickly. I'm trying not to make this a long video. I know the start ones always are, but let's look at the season preview once I learn to click the buttons properly. Camber and Willem. Okay, that's fine. So very interesting. Very interesting. Vitesse aren't even favourites. But yeah, great start to the season. Let's look at the schedule and see where I'm next going to see you. I mean, in this division, they're all big, aren't they? All of them, every single one of them. I don't know when we come in the cup, but that's something to bear in mind. But I reckon obviously we need to show you Ajax, but there's got to be at least one between them, maybe like a quick fire double somewhere. So maybe PSV and Groningen, because they're pretty big games. A fire order there as well. Oh dear. Maybe I'll just do the classic big ones for now. So I think I'll do that. Next time I'll see will be PSV. Then it'll probably be Feyenoord after that, and then it'll probably be Ajax and maybe FC Eindhoven because there's a little rivalry there. But I'll bring you a double at some point. Obviously we've got the cup to come as well. But again, first season up in the top flight. Please do smash a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know where you think we're going to finish. And thank you very much for watching.